I'm a trial lawyer, and your most important statement in the trial is your opening statement, most important part of it, where you set the whole narrative. And he took pains, it was on television, to say the police in general are not on trial. He said most of them are doing a good job. They have a tough job. They have to make a split-second decision, life or death. It's hard. He said the Minneapolis PD in general is not on trial. And he mentioned some of the officers and officials he knew. He said this individual's on trial for what this individual did, and the black prosecutor never even intimated that what Derek Chauvin did had anything to do with George Floyd's race, and Derek Chauvin was never charged with a hate crime. Yet you had all these people out there destroying property because of this assumption that what happened to George Floyd had to do with his race. Now, I don't know about the political affiliation of the people that were protesting, but I assure you, they would probably self-describe, if you ask them, are you liberal or very liberal? They probably would say, yeah, I'm very liberal.
Yeah.
The reason I mention that is that there is a website called policemag.com. And they asked people who self-described as very liberal, how many unarmed black men did the police kill in 2019? 50% of the self-described very liberal people thought the police killed 1,000 unarmed black men in 2019. 8% thought they killed 10,000. As to people that self-describe as just liberal, 39% of them thought the police killed 1,000 unarmed black men in 2019. 5% thought they killed 10,000. The answer, according to the Washington Post database, 12.
12?
12.
Like 1, 2?
1, 2. That's the gap between what people think is going on and what is going on, which is why so many people are in the streets rioting, because they think this happens all the time when in fact it is rare. And just because you're unarmed does not mean you're not dangerous or reasonably perceived as dangerous. Michael Brown Ferguson was unarmed. He had just done a strong arm robbery, and his DNA was found on the officer's gun, meaning he was trying to get it.
Right.
So just because you're unarmed does not mean you're not dangerous. So there are very, very, very few instances of unarmed black people who are legitimately killed for unlawful reasons every year. There are more unarmed white people that are killed for unlawful reasons than there are blacks. It is rare for the police to kill anybody, let alone unarmed, let alone unlawfully. So, so you have all these people, young black men, who are told otherwise, pulled over by the cops. Instead of complying and cooperating, they're copying an attitude. And as a result, something is happening that otherwise wouldn't happen. My dad always told me, when you're pulled over by the cop, make sure your left hand is at 10 o'clock, your right hand is at 2 o'clock. Say yes, sir, say no, sir, say yes, ma'am, say no, ma'am. My dad wasn't a biologist, but he could tell a female cop from a male cop. Make sure your paperwork is in order. And if you feel you're mistreated, get a badge number, and both of us will go downtown and deal with it. Instead, black people are taught the opposite. You're taught cops are enemies, and they're out to get you. And as a result, they're not cooperating, and as a result, you're having far more violent encounters than would otherwise be the case. And the data shows that anything, the police are more hesitant, more reluctant to pull the trigger on a black suspect than a white suspect. They kill more unarmed white people every year. They kill more whites every year than they kill blacks. It is a lie. And it's
the numbers don't justify the narrative that black Americans are being hunted down by law enforcement when they are simply trying to live a decent, honorable, innocent life.